Have you heard about the DREAM Act?
No, what is the DREAM Act?
The DREAM Act is an act of Congress that will give amnesty to over 2 million illegal aliens.
What do you mean by amnesty?
I mean the illegal aliens will no longer be illegal aliens.
Do you mean they will no longer have to worry about being deported?
Yes.
Do you mean they will be able to apply for welfare?
Yes.
Do you mean they will be able to vote for the people who give them welfare?
Yes.
Do you mean they will be able to bring their family members from other countries here and they can get on welfare too?
Yes.
Then why do they call it the DREAM Act? Whose dream is this?
It is the dream of those who want a permanent liberal voting bloc in the United States. The kids who are covered by the DREAM Act will eventually gain the right to vote, and they will remember which politicians gave them their amnesty and vote them back into office.
Then shouldn't the act be called the Nightmare Act instead?
Yes, if you believe in fairness and the rule of law, then you don't believe in rewarding illegal behavior. Some people will argue that the act only gives amnesty to the children of illegal aliens, and that the children should not be punished for the acts of their parents.
Sounds like a reasonable argument to me.
Kids suffer all the time as a result of their parents' poor decisions. Kids who live in dilapidated public housing are there by no fault of their own. Should we give them new homes because their parents failed to make a better life for them?
No.
Do you think it is fair that the people who are following the law and have waited years to enter our country should be sent the message that they are fools for following the law?
No.
Should they be told that they should have just skipped across the border in the middle of the night instead?
No. Would this amnesty eventually be granted to the rest of the 20 million illegal aliens?
Yes. As I said before, the illegal aliens who get amnesty under the DREAM Act will bring their illegal family members into the country, and eventually they will all vote for the people who will grant more amnesty.
But what about all the new taxes that will be paid by these new citizens?
The Heritage Foundation did a study that estimates a net outlay by the government of approximately $20,000 per year per illegal alien. In other words, even though they will pay some taxes, they will use $20,000 per year more than they pay into the system in city, state, and federal benefits. And this study was done before the Barack Obamacare, which will add even more to the cost.
But aren't many of these illegal aliens doing jobs Americans won't do?
No, they are doing jobs Americans won't do for $8 an hour. The illegals are holding down wages for American citizens who do not have advanced education.
Do you mean Americans would be willing to pick lettuce?
If the wages were high enough, yes.
But then wouldn't the price for a head of lettuce necessarily skyrocket?
Perhaps, but if we give amnesty to 20 million illegal aliens, your taxes will skyrocket to pay for them.
Shouldn't we allow people to come here if they want to find a better life?
Not necessarily.
That sounds horrible. Aren't we a benevolent society?
Yes, but immigration policy must be done for the benefit of the nation, not the immigrant.
What do you mean?
I mean, we need to import the kinds of people that we need for the jobs we have to fill. Because we are a welfare state, we can no longer have an open borders policy. We mostly need educated people so that they will get high-paying jobs and pay more in taxes than they take in benefits. If we need to bring in people to pick lettuce, that is okay, but the Congress should decide how many, not the immigrants. The Congress should not be encouraging others to come here for the next round of amnesty by granting amnesty to the ones who are here already.
I have seen some of these immigrants waving the flag of their country in the streets, demanding to be made legal. Why not make them legal so that they don't have to live in the shadows?
The shadows? It hardly seems to me they are living in the shadows if they can wave their flags in the street without fear of being deported.
I heard the President Ronald Reagan granted amnesty to millions of illegal aliens.
Yes, that did not work out too well, did it? He thought the border would be secured, putting an end to the illegal immigration. Instead, some crappy fences were erected on a small portion of the border, and millions more aliens poured across the border to get the next round of amnesty. You see, when you reward bad behavior, you get more of it.
I have heard of the term, anchor baby. What does it mean?
It means an illegal immigrant can hop the border and squirt out a baby who will automatically become a citizen, and then through chain migration bring in all of their relatives.
Whose job is it to protect our border?
That would be the Janet Napolitano and the ICE.
Why doesn't the Janet Napolitano stop the people crossing the border illegally?
Because the President Barack Obama does not want her to.
Why?
Because the President Barack Obama wants as many illegal aliens to come in as possible so that he can make them legal and get re-elected by them. You are a slow learner.
But did not the President Barack Obama send the U.S. National Guard down to keep the aliens out?
No. The President Barack Obama sent them down there to make people think he is doing something about the problem, because he still needs people who are against illegal immigration to vote for his party.
So the U.S. Army men will stop the aliens from coming in? No?
No, they do not carry weapons and are not allowed to stop anyone.
You are kidding, right?
No, and what's more, the people who bring the illegals in often have guns and sometimes shoot at our people.
So, what do we do about the problem of illegal immigration, sir?
We need to vote for the people who care about the future of our country. We need to vote for the people who believe in fairness and orderly legal immigration. People who will hire people to enforce the existing immigration laws. People who will secure our borders. People who will take the jobs away from the illegals by putting in jail the people who hire them. People who will streamline the immigration process for smart educated immigrants. People who will require that English be designated as the official language of the United States. People who will require immigrants to assimilate into American culture before being allowed to become American citizens.
Who is doing the dreaming now?
You are catching on, young man.